everyone, my name is Python and welcome back to the second episode of Minecraft Survival Season 2, my friends. Thank you guys so very much for the insane amount of support you showed in the first episode, my friends. It was really quite heartwarming to see, and it's a great start to 2018 to see just how much support you guys showed on the first episode, so thank you very much for that. Obviously, I hope you guys did have a fantastic New Year's. Welcome to 2018. Everything is looking good, guys. I'm feeling fantastic. I've got my New Year's resolutions all in order, and everything's looking good, my friends. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to start off with the comment question of the video, because it is something that I do want to address before we do anything in this episode. So it's coming from Charles Gonzalez. Well, it actually comes from many people, but this is the one I chose. I don't quite like the idea of bringing over your stuff from Season 1 because it kind of takes the survival vibe from it when you start a new season. This was a very common theme amongst the comments area in the last episode. And, well, here's how it went down, okay? So, in the final few episodes of Season 1, I put up a poll on screen asking you guys whether or not you think I should bring over my stuff from Season 1 to Season 2, and, you know, whether or not we should just sort of carry on, but with the added challenge of UHC mode. And the overwhelming result was that you guys wanted to see me bring my stuff over from Season 1. So I'm going to go ahead and make sort of a assumption here. I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt, because I imagine that a lot of you guys who are not so hyped about me having my stuff over from Season 1, I'm going to guess that you're new people around here. You know, maybe you found the series for the first time in episode 1 of Season 2. And, you know, that's completely understandable. You know, you guys probably wouldn't have known what was going down in Season 1 with the, you know, the poll and you guys deciding whether or not I should have my stuff. But, yeah, the challenge comes in the form of UHC mode. Now, like I said, even though I have this gear, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to wind up surviving very long because, you know, we've got things like fall damage to contend with, you know, mobs. We've got all that sort of stuff, you know, lava. We won't regenerate health in the normal way. So if we wind up dying and losing all of our stuff, then, yeah, things are probably not going to be so good, and then, yeah, you probably will have your way in that I won't have my stuff. But, yeah, for now, yes, we do. And then some of you other guys were saying, oh, hey, he hasn't got a lot of resources, but he's got all of these shulker boxes. A lot of these shulker boxes don't actually have a lot in them. Now, as you can see, look, there's only 5 things on the list, and 1 more, and 10 more. Now, most of these, if we have a look, you know, these aren't full stacks. They're only tiny amounts of resources. So it's not going to take a very long time for us to run out of resources, and therefore we have to go ahead and do, you know, the normal stuffs, as it were. You know, there's not a lot of nether stuffs in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may have all of these shulker boxes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have an absolute ton of resources, right? Probably the only thing in exception to that is probably going to be this. I mean, yeah, we've got all of these things there, but it doesn't mean that we won't have to go mining. Of course we're going to have to go mining, otherwise we're going to run out, aren't we? But the thing that you need to take away is, despite the fact me having all of these shulker boxes here, you guys may think that I have a lot of resources. In actuality, not really. So, yeah. But hopefully that cleared up a few of your guys' criticisms, a few of your guys' comments and worries about this season. It's just so I can get back to building and all that sort of stuff. Like, I don't really care too much about having the most OP gear. I mean, for the most part, I already kind of do. But, you know, I like building, okay? I like building, I like exploring, all that kind of stuff. Yes, I enjoy the start of Minecraft and building myself back up to that point, which is why, at this point, I'm considering if I ever do wind up doing a Season 3 of this Let's Play, then, yeah, I will probably start from scratch in a completely different area of the world. But, you know, that's just in talking stages. That is not going to be happening for a very long time yet. Because, you know, we've got Season 2 to do, my friends. We've got Season 2 to do. So, yeah. But, yeah, like I say, I hope that cleared up some of your criticisms and some of your guys' worries. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the episode. Alright folks, and before we get into anything, I just quickly want to go ahead and add in a brand new patron to Patron Cove. And yes, this is indeed Bolly Bay. This is literally the only reason I would come back to the old parts of the world, not to get resources, but to add people to Patron Cove. Now today, my friends, we are adding in Alpha Flex NM, who decided to pledge a very generous amount indeed, to the point where I am actually going to be going ahead and giving them diamond armor on their pedestal. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some armor. You may have noticed that, yes, I do indeed make the armor completely legitimately. So yes, that did just wipe out a bunch of my diamonds. But you know what? It is for a good cause. So let's go ahead and dispense their head from the patron head dispenser. And there we go. All right, Alpha Flex NM, thank you so much for becoming a patron. It is very, very much appreciated. And I just realized as well, the color of your head matches the rest of the body as well. So yeah, thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. If you guys are interested in my Patreon, it'll be listed in the description. It's not something I promote too much, but it's there for if you guys decide that you want to support me in such a way. So yeah, thank you very much, Alpha Flex NM. So, what I'm doing here, my friends, is I'm doing a little bit of terraforming. Now, you may remember at the very start of the episode that this was basically like a sheer cliff of about 5 blocks high. I decided to go ahead, take down a couple jungle trees, and then sort of slope it a little bit so it looks a little bit better. And obviously, we've got a bunch of grass going on down here now. It's looking a lot better, in my opinion. And, you know, not only that, but it gives us a lot more space to work with, doesn't it? As opposed to it being pretty restricted. So, I think it's a pretty nice idea. I mean, at the very least, what we can go ahead and do is we can trail this pathway going up the hill, and then we can make sort of a overhang slash balcony type thing over this or around this, because, you know, this is kind of a sheer cliff as well, isn't it? So we could have the fence here, maybe continue going all the way around that corner there, and then off into the distance over there or something. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that's a pretty nice idea. So, yeah, that kind of brings me on to what I like to do before I start a settlement, which is I like to sort of plan the layout before I start building, you know, putting down pathways, putting down roadways, trying to sort of mark out, you know, the sizes of each house slash base just by putting down some random, you know, junk blocks, I guess. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty nice sort of canvas to work with. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I also decided to go ahead and get rid of the trees that were here and bring them in a block, because I kind of feel like the fence should be continuous all along the place, which is why I've also wrapped it around the house as well. And it's looking pretty nice. I think what I may do, though, is go ahead, get some leaves, put some leaves, sort of connect them up to the fence here, and then maybe we could spruce up this, spruce up the edge just a little bit, you know, make it look a little bit nicer. So, we've got some leaves here. We have no reason, oh, hang on. We have no reason why we can't go ahead and just make ourselves a little something just to make it look a bit better, you know what I'm saying? So how about we go ahead and grab ourselves out. Hang on, I'm just thinking, do we have any oak? Regular oak, because, you know, it's kind of like it's almost overwhelmingly jungle wood, isn't it? And, you know, jungle wood isn't the only kind of wood you find in these jungles, is it? You also find oak. So how about we go ahead and grab some of these? Maybe, well, actually, no, I can't force grow them because I don't have access to bone meal at the moment, which kind of sucks. But, you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? We're going to have to either wait, or we're going to have to go ahead and make an effort to find some oak. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. I hear you, buddy. Hi! Don't hurt me, please. No, really, don't hurt me. Oh, no! Not today, son. Oh, a bunch of bones. Fantastic. Hey, man, I don't know about you guys, but I'll take that. And that advancement, not today, thank you. You're quite right, sir. Fantastic. Well, maybe we can go ahead and force grow some of these. Okay, that was done. And what about over here? There we go. Hey, looking good. So, I want to try and use some regular oak wood trapdoors around the leaves, just to decorate them a little bit. So, how about we go and do that? We head back in here. We do a little bit of this. Let's go ahead and make some of these into that. In fact, let's do the whole lot. There we go. So, we've got ourselves a nice variety of stuffs going on now. So, how about we make a bit of a start, eh? So, let's maybe start here. I mean, why not? It is a bit of a shame still how, you know, these don't connect, but I guess it kind of makes sense considering it's not technically speaking a solid block, is it? I mean, leaves aren't really solid, unless you, like, compact them, of course, but they're not really solid, are they? So, yeah, I get the logic. It's just, you know, it kind of sucks that there's a bit of a gap there. Anyways, it doesn't matter too much. We can just go ahead and, you know, we can persevere, make some different decisions, as it were. So let's do a little bit of that, and then maybe put that on top of there. Looking pretty decent, isn't it? Okay, so how about one, let's put one here, because why not? It's pretty random, you know, there's no real pattern to it, which is kind of what I like to do every now and again. You know, I don't want to do everything symmetrical. That's one of the things I've actually been trying to sort of wean myself off of doing in Minecraft, because, you know, you can get some pretty darn cool looking builds without them being symmetrical, right? Everybody, well, not everybody, but most people assume that to make a nice Minecraft build, you have to go ahead and make it look all nice and symmetrical, all nice and uniform, but in actuality, that's not the case at all. You can make a really messy looking thing, but it still looks absolutely fantastic, and it looks realistic, and it looks just brilliant, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the fact that I didn't go ahead and put all of these at absolutely equal intervals in terms of the amount of fences in between them, in my opinion, it's kind of gave it a little bit of character. And one thing I do need to do is I need to somehow get one placed on there. Maybe what we do is we temporarily... I don't really want to get rid of any of these fences. Okay, so what we may do instead is we just go on top of the roof and try to do it from there. Okay, this may be dangerous. I hope I don't take full damage, because if I do, then we in trouble. Okay, can I place a block? Blocky? Hey! Yes, we can. Okay, fantastic. Right, well, in which case, let's go ahead and put ourselves one here. I mean, why not, right? So, trapdoor. We've got the slab. We've got the trapdoor. We need to just, you know, shimmy our way over, as it were. There we go. And that's that little section done. And all we need to do now is we need to try and put the remaining trapdoors on the edges, right? So there we go. A little bit of parkour up in this business. Let's get one here. Let's go over here. I think we're going to need like a couple more trapdoors. Ah, dang it. We don't have enough freaking oak. Well, isn't that a bunch of poo? Ugh. Right, well, I need to go get some resources, in which case, and then I can finish this thing off properly, and then we can move on to something else, huh? You there, sir! Brother Creeper! You will be the one who gives me more rockets, because I've got literally 2 left, and I have no gunpowder supply apart from that guy I just killed, man. Oh boy, I made a bit of a mistake, didn't I? But hey-ho, we're not allowed to go back to the old part. Did he not even drop any gun? Oh, I was just gonna say, holy... Oh, dear. But yeah, once again, we're not allowed to go back to the old parts of the world unless we are adding a patron to Patron Cove. But aside from that, we have to get everything from here. I want to get back up there, but I really don't want to use rockets. So we're going to have to go the long way around, aren't we? Can I actually do that? Huh, okay. Yep. Wait, did I hit? Oh, yeah, I do. I hear lava. What? Where's that? I hear it, but I cannot see it, and that prospect rather frightens me. It has to be said. Huh. Okay. Right. Well, brilliant. Hey there, Zomble. Why don't you go ahead and like burn yourself up to a crisp? That would be fantastic. Right. Let's get back to base, shall we? Let's actually get back to what we're doing. So yeah, the outside parts are now done in terms of the trap doorage. Let's grab ourselves literally 3 more firework rockets. Brilliant! I feel very, very rich right now in resources. But yeah, now we need to figure out what we want to do with this space. I was thinking maybe we could have some like little tiny houses or something. Some little things just to add a little bit more character to this area. It would be very, very nice. Although in the meantime, maybe what we could just, you know, pretty simply do is, you know, continue the pathway just a little bit. Could be, you know, it could turn out to be a cool idea, right? So why don't we do a little bit of that, and then it will start trailing up there. And then we need to think about what we want to do over here. Maybe we could have the pathway go here, have a little nature area sort of pathway here, and then this goes off to a little building here. What do you guys think? Could we squeeze in another little build here? Not entirely sure what kind of build it would be, like what it would be used for. Maybe an enchanting area, something like that. But, you know, it's just, you know, little things to think about, isn't it? It's just little things to think about, you know, what kind of builds we want to be putting in this place. You know, how much we want to be putting in this place. And yeah, It's going to be a nice little area, my friends. I really do firmly believe that. So, if I start trailing this off in this direction, then again, it can start going up there. In the meantime, we got ourselves like a little space here for a house. Well, they're saying that maybe we could push this along a block, give ourselves a tiny bit more room, because, you know, there's not a lot of room at the moment. I don't know. There's many things that could be done. It's just, you know, it's just a case of experimenting and seeing what works, right? So how about we go ahead and do exactly that? Do a little bit of experimenting, see what we can come up with in terms of a nice little, you know, decorative area for here and a little build for over here. And then, yeah, I'll bring you guys back with a progress update shortly. Alright, folks, so here we are back in action. I have actually gone ahead and got the foundations of this new little place done. So as you can see, we've got ourselves a little doorway here. It's sort of a weird shaped build, but I decided to do it anyways for a little bit of a sort of mini challenge, as it were. So we go in through here, and then there's going to be whatever I decide to put in here. I am thinking an enchanting setup, perhaps. Maybe we could have the bookshelves like all in the corner here or something like that. We could have the enchant table there, maybe like an ender chest there. It's going to be a little bit cramped, yes, I'll give you guys that, but I think it would still be a pretty cool build to give a go. So let me just do the maths real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Right. So that actually may be a bit of a problem. What about, I mean, if I put bookshelves there, that would bring it up to 14, but then we would still technically need one more bookshelf to give us level 30 standard enchants, right? Well then. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? What if I go ahead and do it here instead? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Bookshelf, no, that's still not going to work. Right, well, that's something we're going to need to figure out, in which case. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of decoration here and there, because why the heck not? Should we leave that open? I don't really know. But one thing I am deciding to do is using glass panes as opposed to, you know, just regular glass panes. Stained glass panes, should I say. Because I think these work a lot better for this area compared to regular ones do. I really do believe that. So, yeah, I decided to go ahead and use brown stained glass because, yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Right, so this bit here is like a little sort of entrance decorative place. I'm going to put like a little flower pot there. Just need to figure out the floor. What kind of floor have we got in here? Because we're going for the same sort of build palette. So why don't we grab out some jungle slabs and we work on the floor real quick. And then while I am doing this, I need to try and come up with some sort of purpose for this little base. So give me just a second. I'll make some progress and then we'll see what we can do. Alright folks, so here we go. The actual build itself is finished and I have just thought of the purpose of this base. Now, we've got ourselves like a little house going on here. It was going to be an enchanted room, but then we discovered the build is actually too small. But what I decided we'd go ahead and, at the very least, try to do is make for ourselves a little staircase that goes down to the jungle temple. I feel like that'll be a good idea. Although, hang on a minute, that's not quite right. There we go, like that. There we go, fantastic. And then it needs to sort of veer off in that direction, I guess. So we need to do that. We need to dig out this one. Do that. And, yep, we can go up the corner. And then what we need to do is sort of head outside. In fact, let's take down the coordinates real quick. So, what, 3041. Or 161. Alright, 161 is the one we need. Alright, so all we need to do is get out here. There's a bunch of people in the jungle temple. I can freaking hear them, dudes. And it's kind of freaking me out, it has to be said. Right, now how do I get down here safely? Here we go. Ha! There we go. Brilliant. So, if we head inside... Hello. Good day to you, buddy. Get killed. You're not taking me down today, son. Right, now where's that freaking skelly butt? I'm going to assume that he's underground somewhere. I don't know, man. I don't like this. I don't like this. He's somewhere. Is he under here? He has to be, right? Wait, what? That's freaking me out a little bit. There's a skeleton and I don't know where he is. Oh, no. That's terrible. Okay, so that goes to 163. So actually it'll be just outside the temple. So maybe we can make like a little bit of an entrance area here. And then we have this go up slightly, I guess. If we keep digging that way, yeah, there we go. There it is. Fantastic. We managed to figure out where it is. Perfect. Okay, so as a matter of fact, we don't need that particular staircase, but then we could just do this. There we go. All linked up and ready to go. Looking good. Right, it would be a good idea, I think, if we put ourselves a little bit of a door down there as well, just to sort of keep it a little bit more secure at the very least. I am definitely not one for having a bunch of hostile mobs freaking roaming around my house, you know what I'm saying? So why don't we go ahead, let's put it here. There we go. And then maybe we could just sort of barricade that in just a little bit. Maybe have a little bit of a torch here. Put one here as well. And obviously we're going to decorate this in the next episode, my friends, but just for now I wanted to have the functionality in place. So yeah, it's all looking good though, my friends, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's all the torches we'll need for this place as well. Yeah, that'll just about do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think on that note, it's going to be time to end this particular episode here. Next episode, we're going to try and get ourselves a bunch of bone meal, or before then, I'm probably going to try and get myself a bunch of bone meal so we can actually, you know, decorate this place and make it look a little bit more sort of village settlement-like. It's going to look really, really nice, my friends, and I hope you guys are enjoying the build so far as much as I'm, because I'm having a ton of fun, you know, just getting back to basics, you know, getting back to the roots of my Minecraft building experience, which is wood and stone. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like rating, as always, would be super, super appreciated. Best way of letting me know if you want to continue seeing more, and if you want to show your hype and support for the channel, be super appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on future content. And yeah, that'll just about wrap it up, guys. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'll see you guys next time.